I wanted to do this quick clip before my video starts. I want to give a huge shout out to Midwest Speed Kings. He is a newer media outlet that has recently started up this year, I believe. If you're watching this, please correct me. But if you guys could do me a huge favor and go like, follow, comment, and share his media. He does great pictures. He's a great person. He's a great guy. He's trying to go around and get his name out there, and I think he's doing a hell of a job. And I will leave the links down below. I know he's on Instagram and Facebook. I don't know if he has a YouTube yet. If he doesn't, he should. But I just want to give him a huge shout out. His pictures are phenomenal, and I like to help him get out his name as much as we can, because he's just a really good guy, and it's awesome that he supports me. You know, I'm nobody special. I'm just a little small guy with, you know, an 11-second Honda. You know, I'm not important, and he showed me so much support and love for my build, and I just want to give him a huge shout out, because he's a hell of a guy. He always talks to me at the track. He even gave me a sticker to put on my car, which is even dope. If you guys could, just go ahead and give him a like, comment, share his page. I've been blasting it all over all week, so if you guys just do that for me, I appreciate it. But let's get back to the video. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be working on the Civic today. As usual, I got some stuff going on, but I just want to show you guys before I go ahead and try to start this thing, that this is completely tight. There's nothing, it's not loose, the connection's not loose, the bolt's not loose, and then I got it fully disconnected and grounded over here. So I'm just kind of I'm gonna cut that off before I drive it, but or not drive it, but test it. But the alternator's not locked up. It spins. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and got my voltage meter up here. I'm gonna use and test and try to figure out what the hell's going on. So like I said, I ran through all my connections. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this power line off. Actually, I'm gonna do that now. That way I don't have to worry about that at all. And then just try to figure out what I need to do. Figure out what's actually wrong with the car. I did battery voltage on this, and it says it's at 16.9 where it's exactly supposed to be. So we'll go ahead and go through and try to figure out what we got going on. We'll go ahead and set you guys up, and then go ahead and try to get it running and see what the battery voltage is, and then kind of go from there. So let's get to that. Alright, so found a couple things. This stud was loose. I tightened it back up, snugged it up. But if you look here, looks like I got some battery leakage. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this battery off and out and see if there's anything going on. It's still showing 16 volts while running, so we'll see. Or not running, I'm sorry. It's showing that it's only at 14 volts at idle. So we're gonna go ahead and figure out if this battery is leaking or if there's more going on, and we'll keep going from there. All right, it's a couple days later. I didn't really like all the footage that I took of the last video, so kind of redoing what I did. I didn't take the battery out like I said I was going to. I wanted to show you guys a little bit more detail of what was going on with the car, so we'll go ahead and get in the car and I'll show you what exactly is all going on, and then we'll go from there. Wait for it to load. So we're at 16.2 volts, and after we try to start it, it goes right down to 13 to 14 volts, which is definitely not ideal. The battery does not need to be that low, and it should not be that low at all. So I don't know exactly what is going on, but the alternator, actually I do think the alternator's hooked up now. As you can see, my battery light's flashing because the voltage is so low, but I don't, well, car stall because it hasn't ran in a while. As you can see, I don't know. The voltage should not be dropping that low. It should be running 16 volts for a little bit longer. Actually, a long while. It should be at 16 volts almost the entire time it's running. And I mean, that's just me turning the car on to idle. That's not the water pump. That's not the fan. That's not the nitrous being armed or the headlights being on. And without an alternator, the car should run perfectly fine on 16 volts for the limited time that it will, and it is not. I think the alternator is disconnected. If it's not, I will show you guys. I'm not sure if the alternator is connected or not. I actually haven't checked, but I will show you guys what it's doing with and without the alternator. All right, so I got the battery here and the alternator is connected. I will disconnect the alternator and I will show you guys that the battery voltage is still low. I'll go ahead and show you that it's at 16 volts at the battery first. All right, so got the car's obviously not running. Got those hooked up and we're at 16.7 right now, directly at the battery. So we got the car running. It's at 16.1 volts here. But by the time it gets to the dash, it's 13, 14 volts, which is no good. So I don't know exactly what's going on or if there's something shorting. Right at the alternator, it's showing 15.4. Alright, so I've been out here for entirely way too long, way longer than I wanted to. I'm just convinced at this point that the battery is trash. You can see down there, there was corrosion all the way down in here, and as you can see, there is just corrosion all the way down in there. So I'm just pretty convinced that that battery is just trash. It's leaking. So I guess I'll just go back to the drawing board. I got this other battery. I'm going to go ahead and charge it, and tomorrow I will throw it in the car. It's getting a little late. I don't want to keep running the car. My kids are trying to sleep, and I'm sure everyone else is tired of hearing my car run. So we'll go ahead and continue this project tomorrow, and hopefully have better success. So see you tomorrow. Alright, we got the new battery sitting here. Kind of got this kind of cleaned up down here. I haven't done a whole lot yet. I do plan on cleaning all this stuff up down here, and then getting it all set up and hopefully making some good progress. So we'll go ahead and get this battery in and make sure everything's good, and then go ahead and get the car started, see what it's sitting at running, and then put the alternator on and see if it's charging. I finally figured out what I wanted to do. I think what we're going to do is take off the alternator belt and just leave the alternator attached. It is not hurting anything by staying on there, so I think I'm just going to remove the alternator out of the system for now. Until we come up with a better solution, I'm just going to leave the alternator there. It's not going to hurt anything. I don't want to change anything too drastic. As dumb as it sounds, I'd like to keep it there for weight purposes. I know it probably isn't going to make that big of a difference. But I'm going to leave everything there. I'm probably going to even leave the battery cable attached. I'm just going to zip tie it out of the way. But I'm going to go ahead and loosen the bolt up on the alternator and just remove the belt. Probably not going to record that because it's going to take a whole 2 minutes. Nobody wants to probably see me do a just pull the belt off and then tighten the alternator back up. So I'm going to skip that. So I think as of right now, it's Thursday. We plan on going to the track tomorrow as long as it doesn't rain, to do a test and tune, and to see if we can get some sort of answer to make sure that the car's going to be good. And the reason why I was on an alternator to begin with is just basically for Cincy Street nights. That way it was less maintenance for me to get the car ready and make sure the battery's charged and everything else. I had issues in the past with the alternator battery issues with running the 16-volt system. So I'm going to try things a little bit different. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the old way that I used to do it without the alternator and see if we're any better. I fixed my cooling issue finally, so I'm happy about that. That was one of the main issues. So we're going to go ahead and do that and see if we can make it through some passes without having an alternator. Working the system, helping the battery. I feel like it should be fine. You know, this might be temporary, it might be forever, I don't know. I mean, we got a fresh new battery, so we're good on that aspect of it. So we'll go ahead and get that belt off, and then hopefully be at the track tomorrow afternoon and making some passes, and hopefully it's, you know, consistent. That's the main goal here, is to stay consistent. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't yet, I got a bunch of stickers. I have new wristbands that I'm not really a huge fan of. I honestly think they're ugly. I didn't think they were going to turn out like that. That is my fault for ordering that many. I ordered a bunch and now I'm stuck with them. I have my old style wristbands on order to make up for that. So if you guys are interested in either bands or stickers or whatever, please get a hold of me on Facebook or Instagram, or even email, and then we can get some shipped out to you. But also, I'm getting my shirt sometime this weekend to go over that and see what you guys think about that, and then we'll go through that and see if we need to start getting some shirts made. But I appreciate everything, and see you on the next one. Peace.